Hey everybody, Eric Sawyer, and welcome into This Week in Clark County Real Estate. I'm your host, Eric Sawyer, with the Elevate Group, powered by Windermere Northwest Living. Let's dive right in. Why are we here? Well, we're going to check out real estate stats week in and week out. We're going to look at the same numbers and look at trends and look at the why behind some of the trends to help you understand the real estate market here in Clark County, Washington, just a little bit better, so that whether you're buying or selling, or you know somebody who's buying or selling, this information will be helpful. So let's dive right in to our chart here on the left, starting in the upper left with new listings. They're down slightly from the week before at 3.8%. Overall, the number of listings is still sitting right around 2 months worth of inventory, which is shy of what we should have. A healthy real estate market should have somewhere between 4 to 6 months of inventory. And what does that mean exactly, the inventory comment, when you hear that? Well, if no new listings came on the market, how long would it take to sell every house that's currently on the market right now? And that's a little bit about what we're talking about with months of inventory. And when you've only got 2 and you should have 4 to 6, you don't have enough houses to sell. There's not enough product, and that continues to be the problem. How about pending sales? They're down slightly at 1.7%, down just a little bit. Why? Well, again, with the new listings being so tight, there's just not enough inventory. So again, that stands to reason it all falls in line. Now, how about closed sales? Closed sales is interesting this week because they're up. In fact, closed sales are up 10.1% from the week prior. So if you watched last week's episode, I actually referenced that stat, and I said that keep an eye on it in the next week or two, that number is going to be up. Why? Because in late February, early March, there were a little bit of a kind of a rush on inventory, with 25% increase in homes during that stretch and being listed. And so now here we are about a month later with closed sales being right where they should be. It makes sense. It all falls in line. Okay, how about days on market? Days on market went down from 53 days last week to 44 days, a drop of 17%, which also captures this week's stat of the week. And what does days on the market mean, and why do we care about days on market? Well, the lower that number is, that means that the shorter amount of time it takes to sell a house, which is an indication of how much of a seller's market it really is. And if it's going from 53 down to 44 and it continues to trend downwards, that's a great indication that the market is definitely heating up. And that's an indication, if you're a buyer, you need to keep an eye on. If you're a seller, you need to keep an eye on it. And there's reasons for both sides of that. So days on market is a critical number. You got to keep an eye on that. And because of the limited inventory, we keep discussing the homes that are selling for a little bit more. So the trend is a little bit more in terms of average sales price. It's up slightly, 4.3% to $596,400, just shy of $600,000 on an average sales price in Clark County. We're going to skip over median and go right to our mortgage quote of the week. Remember, mortgage quotes are just an indication, a little bit of what's happening in the market, but it's not a direct quote. Your number, your interest rate that you qualify with is going to be different than the numbers I'm quoting here, because every person is a different factor based on credit, based on down payment, purchase price, loan program. All of the stuff that goes into your loan is going to determine what your interest rate is. So right now, though, conventional 30-year fixed sitting just a tick under 7%, right about what it was last week. VA sitting right around 6.25%, and FHA 6.5%. So there you go there. And from our friends at WFG and Altos, we wrap this week's update with the average rent in Clark County. It's actually up $100 a month to $2,495 a month average. Ouch, as I said last week, stop renting and look at buying. Rent is not going to be coming down significantly anytime soon, so you're just paying someone else's mortgage while you're renting. If you can afford the payment and you can make it work in your budget, you're definitely going to be ahead by making that purchase. And if you don't know a real estate agent that can help you, I might know a guy. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like, and don't hesitate to forward this to a friend as well who might be in the real estate market looking for something right now. We always love to help at the Elevate Real Estate Group, and we hope this week's version of the stats and data points and this glimpse into Clark County real estate has helped you as well. Take care, everybody. God bless.